When I think about great guitar players, no matter the genre, the style, the era that they were in, they all have one thing in common. They all have great time feel. They can all play in the pocket. They've all got a great sense of rhythm. I think this is incredibly important for guitar players because we're essentially playing a percussion instrument. You need to be able to play in the pocket with great feel, great sense of time, no matter the genre that you're playing. It's not just for funk and neo-soul and R&B players. It goes across the board for all guitar players. This is the one thing that we all need to be working on. What is the pocket, and what does it mean to play in the pocket? In short, playing in the pocket essentially means you're playing in time. You're playing in tempo with the band or with the song that you happen to be playing at that time, but it's actually a little bit deeper than that. So you can be playing in time, in tempo, but not really in the pocket. And this gets lost on a lot of guitar players because we're not really taught this from the beginning. We're not really taught to be listening to the drums and the bass player and the rhythm section of a band to listen in and feel the pocket. So it's more than just sitting in time. It's about feeling the groove, about feeling the pocket, about feeling what that song actually needs. I think sometimes players refer to playing in the pocket as just one style of beat or groove, laying back, creating that lazy, lethargic feel. But that's not the case. Plenty of up-tempo rock songs have a deep pocket as well. Look at almost anything Eddie Van Halen played. My favorite part of Van Halen's playing was his feel, was his groove, the way he could swing. It was unique to him. It wasn't just the flashy playing and the tapping and the tone and the notes and the flourishes. It was how he could sit in time with that rhythm section in Van Halen. It made those songs. That's pocket playing. So I think to better demonstrate, I'm going to need a bit of a groove. That'll work. By the way, I'm making this groove and the intro track available as a backing track download to my Green Room supporters. I'll have that link down below if you want to sign up and get more information. But let's take this simple groove in A and come up with a little riff that we can use to kind of demonstrate playing on top of the beat, behind the beat, and ahead of the beat. So right there, I'm playing pretty much on top of the beat, and I'm using the snare drum as my reference, the 2 and 4, that backbeat. It's a really strong reference, and because I'm using a drum program, there's no ebb and flow. It's pretty consistent. There's certain parts of the rhythm that I'm playing that I want to line up laser locked with the snare drum. Like that hammer on right there. And I think for this groove, that feels about right. If I was playing this on a record, I'd try and lock in directly with the drums, but listen to what it sounds like if I'm pushing a little bit, if I'm a little bit ahead of the snare drum. Definitely doesn't feel as good. It feels rushed, it feels nervous, it feels anxious, and it was actually a little bit harder for me to play that way. Now conversely, listen to what happens when I lay back on the beat. Now there you can feel it was a little bit more lazy and laid back. Now, I wouldn't call that playing in the pocket on this one. Just like rushing, I think playing that far back wasn't really feeling the pocket. To me, with this groove locked in at that tempo, being in the pocket is basically right on top of the snare drum. Now for me, when I first started to clue into great rhythm guitar playing, great pocket playing, it was listening to like James Brown records from the late 60s through the early 70s. Those guitar parts are so in the pocket. Same thing with like the Meters, for example, or any of the Dr. John records. Any of the 60s, 70s, and 80s funk and soul stuff have great examples of pocket guitar playing, but that's not it. And that was the thing that I thought for a long time. I thought pocket playing and great rhythm playing only applied to that style of guitar, and it's just not it. To me, having a great pocket or being a great pocket player means that you can play exactly what that groove needs and you can do it consistently. Having great control over your rhythm, your time, and your feel is one of the major things that separates decent guitar players from truly great guitar players. It truly is the one thing that all great guitar players, no matter their genre, no matter their style, have in common. When you can control the feel, when you can control the time, it's a whole other layer of expression that you have as a guitar player. You can make something feel a little bit more anxious and rushed, or you can make it feel more laid back, or you can make something feel locked in. It's whatever the song and the groove calls for at that particular time, but it's something to work on. Now, the thing to keep in mind here is this is not just for rhythm playing. Having a good pocket and a good sense of time is crucial to playing great leads. Now, there's countless examples of this. Like I said, just about every great guitar player out there has a great sense of time feel when it comes to playing solos, but one particular player I think sticks out to me at least, and that is Angus Young. To me, this solo is a great example of what pocket playing can be and what it should be in regards to lead playing. That whole line, that whole phrase is just a touch behind the beat if you listen to the record, and it sits perfectly in the pocket. Now, this is definitely something to practice at home. If you're transcribing a solo like this one, or if you're writing something or improvising, listen to what you're playing. Record yourself on your phone or in your DAW and listen back. How are you sitting in the groove? Are you rushing? Are you pulling back too much? There is going to be some natural ebb and flow, especially when you're playing with other musicians. That's part of live music, but you want to be in control of it. You don't want it to get away from you. You don't want to rush certain phrases and then try and slow down and get behind the beat on other phrases. It's something that takes quite a lot of work and practice to get right. So I don't think this concept gets talked about enough amongst guitar players, certainly not here on YouTube. So maybe there'll be more videos to come on this idea in the near future. If you enjoyed today's video, let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. Who are your favorite pocket guitar players out there? I want to know. As I mentioned earlier, if you'd like to download the tracks that I created for this video, you can sign up for the Green Room down below. Starting at just $5 a month, you'll get access to the Green Room forum and these tracks and everything like that. Click the link down below for more information. You can also find affiliate links to the gear used in today's video if you're interested in more information about that. If you buy something, I get a small commission, which really helps me out making these videos. So thank you. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Rhett Shull and subscribe here to my YouTube channel and click the bell if you haven't done so already. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Rhett Shull. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will catch you on the next one.